welcome you five. It's really lovely to see your faces online. I'm coming to you from Zimbabwe, so the bottom of Africa, so far away. Okay, so Rose and I are I'm just gonna introduce you to just briefly about the reset and sort of the structure for tonight's workshop, and then I'll introduce myself and then Rose will introduce yourself. Okay. So the reset and tonight is just gonna really give you a small glimpse of what the 21 days has in store. So all the different things that you will experience tonight is just part of what will happen throughout the 21 days. And I'm sure you've all read the blurb about what the 21-day online reset is, and we'll talk more about that a bit later. But just to say welcome. And I am Robyn. I am Zimbabwean and I live back in Zimbabwe now. I moved back home 4 months ago from Swansea. So I have been teaching yoga and I'm a training yoga therapist, just like Rose. And I just love everything that yoga can bring to everyone. And Rose and I share a really huge passion for enabling people to really look after themselves. Yeah, empowering you guys to look after yourselves. We almost want to make ourselves redundant in your life in a way. But this is our third reset we're running, and yeah, we are learning a lot and we love it a lot, and hopefully you'll see the passion we have for it throughout the workshop and the 21 days if you choose to follow through with it. So it's lovely to meet you all, and I look forward to hearing more about each of you. Rose?
Yeah, so hi everyone. If I haven't already met you, I'm Rose and it's lovely to see you virtually today. So I'm based in Gower and I'm a yoga teacher and a counsellor. So Robyn and I, our skills kind of came together really well to put this program together. And it was quite mind-blowing how much of an impact we were able to have in people's lives through the last couple of resets. It surprised us both actually, and it was just incredible how amazingly connected everyone felt to one another and the journey that we were able to go along with people on. So we're gonna give you a little glimpse of that tonight with this workshop, and if nothing else, hopefully you'll leave just feeling nice and relaxed and a little more content maybe than you arrived. So how we like to begin these live sessions is to allow you to kind of get to know each other a little bit. And I know that can feel a little daunting, so please don't worry if it scares you a little, that's completely normal. But what we will do is just go around giving you all the space to say who you are, so just saying your name and just one word of how you're feeling right now. Now, just so that everyone feels safe, we'll all just agree that anything that is shared in this space is completely confidential. We won't share what anyone else has spoken outside of this virtual room that we have here together, just so that you feel able to say anything that you want to say, knowing that that is held in confidentiality, okay? And of course, it's up to you how much you do or don't give tonight. Just let yourself be comfortable and do whatever feels natural. So I'm going to just open up the space for anyone to jump in if they feel brave enough to just introduce themselves, saying who you are and how you feel right now. If no one does go, I will just pick you. So please go ahead and unmute yourself and dive in there. So yeah, I think you've all picked the right place to be tonight. We're here to hold you and to nurture you and nourish you, and hopefully you will leave feeling a little uplifted and relaxed. And luckily you don't need to have lots of energy to be here right now. So yeah, that's perfect. Just to give you a quick heads up of the layout of this evening, we're going to start with a breathing exercise led by Robyn. We're going to do a kind of journaling exercise. It's more of a guided visualization. And after that, Robyn's going to take us through a delicious relaxation. And at the very end, there's going to be space for you to ask any questions you have about the 21-day reset and just get a little bit more information about that. So I'm going to hand you over to Robyn here.
Thanks, Rose, and thank all of you for sharing so openly already. So that really means a lot. And I can see how exhausted everyone is. So I think we'll do the breathing practice. If you are struggling with your coughing, you may not want to lie down completely on your backs, but definitely prop yourselves up with cushions. So we don't want you to be pulling your body weight up against gravity. So really get comfortable. And please don't worry about trying to do all this perfectly. It's really just about a light practice here. Close the eyes and just allow yourself to settle into where you are. Just feel the supports around you holding your body. Okay, and then without changing the breath, notice it. Maybe it's the first time you've noticed your breath or brought attention to it in a long time. Notice if you're breathing in the belly. Notice if there's any awareness of breathing into the back of the lungs, the back body. Notice which nostril you're breathing in and out of more, or even if it's the mouth. Just notice. Notice the quality of your breath. Notice if it's smooth. Just notice. And just by bringing the awareness to the breath, notice how it may be longer, or you may be struggling to breathe now by bringing the awareness to it. Know that both of these is okay. Then start to picture the whole torso as a balloon. So as you breathe in, you're slowly filling up this whole balloon. And as you breathe out, you're emptying the balloon. So taking your time to fill in and out. Without rushing the inhale, without rushing the exhale, just allow yourself to focus on the breath coming in through the nostrils, maybe expanding into the belly, feeling the rib cage expanding outwards, forwards, backwards, and then exhaling, feeling the chest fall, the belly fall. Notice the texture of your breath now. And if you were to turn it into a texture, let it be that of soft silk. Smooth, soft silk in and out. Keeping it gentle and light without any force, without even sound if you can. Starting to think of breathing less rather than more. Slower instead of faster. Then I'm going to invite you to follow my breath counts for the next minute. If it feels right, stick to it. If you need to change it or take rest breaths, please feel free to. Exhaling fully, release all the breath out the body. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold a moment. Stay full. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay empty a moment. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay empty for 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the breath out for 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it out. 3, 2, 1. Last round. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay full. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay empty. 3, 2, 1. Allow your breath to return to a new normal. Just noticing all of the sensations in the body. Noticing the effect of just that small, simple breathing practice. Letting yourself settle into a new rhythm. Then when you're ready, gently fluttering open the eyes. You can stay relaxed for a moment longer while Rose explains what we're going to do next.
Hi everyone. So we're gonna come back into this space, coming back into ourselves, gently starting to open your eyes when you feel ready. And in your own time, just making your way gently and slowly back to your device so you can re-enter this virtual space that we have here. So hoping that you are already feeling a little more relaxed. And what we're going to do here is give you guys a little moment to connect just a touch more with one another. So we're going to send you guys off into some breakout rooms, which again, don't worry if that feels or sounds a little unnerving. Trust me, it's never as scary as you think it could be. We're just going to give you the space there to chat to one another, to just say, once again, introducing yourselves there and letting each other know how you're feeling right now. And if you want to share a little more information, then feel welcome to do that also. Hey guys, always a bit unnerving for us when we send you off and don't know if you're definitely going to come back. So thank you for all coming back. How was that, guys? I know sometimes, like I say, it can be a bit scary, but if any of you feel like sharing how that sharing experience was for you.
Just an observation. When you came back, all of you were smiling and you look so much lighter. So this is really also why we're doing this tonight, because the power of these sharing circles that we have throughout the 21 days, you've just felt a small snippet of what power it is connecting with someone else, a stranger online.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to point that out and say, yay, you're all smiling.
Yeah, it is lovely to see you all smiling. That's very true. So we're going to come into this guided visualization that leads us on to a kind of journaling, or could even be a drawing exercise after. So let yourself just get into whatever comfortable place you want to be. So if you want to just like toss your device aside, as long as you can hear me, that's all you need. I don't need to see you. You can just be comfortable wherever you are. We are going to be closing our eyes here. So, you know, if you feel more comfortable turning your screen off, that's absolutely fine. So let yourself settle into any comfortable sitting or lying position. Take a moment to settle there, doing whatever you need to, so that you can be as relaxed as possible. Okay, any final kind of wriggles and shuffles. And begin to let yourself settle. Feel that support beneath you, maybe around you. Allow yourself to sink into that support a little more. We're going to move through a guided visualization to create a mental image that will represent different aspects of your life right now. Of course, if at any time it feels like a bit too much, you can just come back to here and now, feeling that support beneath you again, feeling your breath moving into and out of your body. Take yourself in your mind to a beautiful, luscious meadow. Take in that surrounding, noticing what time of year it is, what colors you see, what the temperature is like. And this is representing where you are right now. Notice whether you're on your own here or with someone or something else. Do you like to sit down in that space, or are you exploring and wondering? Taking the textures, different foliages, and anything else that you notice in this meadow. Now start to take in more of your surroundings in this space, looking out towards other aspects of the landscape. Over to one side, you see a big mountain. And this mountain could represent any goals that you have in your life right now. Start to notice how big this mountain is. How easy or challenging does the terrain seem? Do the rocks look smooth or sharp? How welcoming does it seem? Now to the other side, you notice something different, darker space, a shadowy forest that looks more uninviting. And this could represent something unpleasant in your life right now, perhaps something you're fearful of or avoiding. Maybe it's a darker aspect of your past. You don't have to go into that dark forest. You can just look at it from a safe space. Notice if you do feel drawn towards it, brave enough to step into it. None of this is right or wrong, just curious and interesting. Now, out of that dark space, something comes towards you. And as it gets closer, you realize that it's a bird flying towards you. Take in the color of its feathers, how big or small this bird is. And as it gets closer to you, you realize that it's holding something in its beak. The bird is carrying a gift for you to help you along your journey up the mountain. Visualize what that gift is. You might hold that gift in your hand. When the time is right, watch the bird fly away. So feeling yourself grounded in that meadowy space, take one final look around, thinking about the darkness of that forest and what that might represent for you right now. That gift you're holding in your hand, perhaps it's a lesson that came from that dark forest. Picture the mountain in the distance, or maybe it's closer than that now. Feel yourself there in that luscious meadow, completely safe amongst all of that. Take a final moment here, absorbing it all. And start to feel yourself here in this space, in the safety of your home. Feel the coolness of the air coming in through your nostrils, the warmth of your breath as it leaves your body. Take a slightly deeper breath. Begin to move through your fingers, your toes. Start to move a little more, gradually bringing yourself back. And when you're ready, without any hurry, you could flutter your eyelids back to open. Go ahead and grab your pen and paper or journal. And just do whatever feels most natural for you or you feel more drawn to, whether that's to write about that experience or if you feel able to draw that landscape that you were in, then go ahead and do that. I'm going to give you guys 4 minutes to do this. So you do have plenty of time. So allow yourself to just become immersed in whatever that process is. If you are writing, just know that you don't have to write complete sentences. If you're drawing, just know that you're not being tested on your artistic skills. So allow this to be an organic, natural process. So beginning to kind of wrap that up now. Just coming to the end of that sentence, or if you were drawing and didn't finish, don't worry, you can always come back to that wherever you got to, whatever you're doing. So if you guys feel able to switch your cameras back on or let yourself come back into our vision, that would be really lovely. We're going to send you guys back into your groups so that you can just share how that experience was for you. So you don't need to go into the details about what you wrote down or what came to mind for you, what those things represented, but just more about how the experience felt for you, whether it's challenging, whether it's easy, what you liked, what you didn't like, that sort of thing, okay? So this time you're going to have 4 minutes, so 2 minutes each to chat. So try and really listen when your partner is speaking, even if you feel like you could really relate to it and you want to kind of interrupt and say that, just try your best to hold the space for your partner or friends that you are with, okay? So I'll send you guys off there now and you'll have 4 minutes, 2 minutes each, okay? Hi guys. Smiles again. So if you feel like you want to unmute, how was that experience for you? Again, having that little opportunity to share. Thank you. Yeah, it is amazing how hearing the same experience, how everyone's actual interpretations of that can be so unique and different. But at the same time, you can still find those kind of similarities and connections amongst all of that. Oh, thanks, guys. Well, I'll hand you back over to Robyn here.
So lovely to see your beautiful, happy faces and the connecting and sharing. I mean, one thing COVID has really given us is that we can connect online now really easily. So we're not afraid to do that connecting online. And sometimes you feel safer and it's easier to do it online than you would in person. So another reason why our 21 reset was such a powerful thing. Okay, so this is going to be the last of our things we're doing tonight. After that, we'll go into the questions and answers, and Rose will explain more about what is actually involved in the 21 days. So if you wanted to dim the lights, we, again, lying down, dim the lights, turn the lights off if you want to. This is going to be a good 10 to 15 minutes of guided relaxation, okay? Yeah, probably closer to 10. I've just been told off by Rose. Okay, so super comfortable, okay? Anything, like if there's a piece of clothing itching you or you need to move, or just please feel free to get yourself super comfortable before we start, okay? So we're really wanting to replenish any depletion, so making the most of the next 10 minutes, okay? So again, just feel the cushions underneath you. I think most of you are on your beds, so feel the softness of that. And again, any last fidgets or movements, if anything's aching, please feel free to go ahead and adjust that. Okay, good. And then really just let yourself land in this space. So landing and stopping. Noticing those draws of gravity, what you've been fighting or activating against all day in your muscles, in your bones, in your tissue. And now give yourself permission to completely release into that draw of gravity. So allowing the bones to become heavy, the skin, the muscle, the tissue to become heavy. Really noticing and allowing the two centers of heaviness and relaxation to be the back of the heart space, between the shoulder blades, and the back of the pelvis. Really allow these two spaces to be the heaviest, the most releasing, comforting, relaxed spaces. And then just start to notice if there are any parts of the body talking a little louder than normal. Maybe it's the jaw, maybe the shoulders, maybe it's the thighs. Just notice. Are you aware of your fingers, your feet? Can you feel your whole body? Feel it as one. Letting go of the breath now, of all effort in the breath, all breath control. Just allow yourself to breathe naturally without any effort or force. And then start to follow my voice around the body and really allow the areas I mention to completely release and relax. Imagine every cell in this space to open and soften. And if you drift off, just gently guide yourself back to my voice. Taking all awareness down to the right big toe and left thumb. Left big toe and right thumb. Right big toe, first toe, second toe, third toe, little toe. Top of foot, sole of foot, ankle, calf, shin, knee, thigh, hip. Releasing, relaxing all of right leg. Left big toe, first toe, second toe, third toe, little toe. Top of foot, sole of foot, ankle, calf, shin, knee, thigh, hip. All of left leg, relaxing, releasing. Relaxing the bottom, the pelvis, the belly, the lower back, mid back, right ribs, left ribs, the chest, the shoulder blades, the whole of the spine from the tip of the coccyx to the base of the skull. Relaxing the right thumb, pointer, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Back of hand, palm of hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, armpit, and shoulder. Relaxing all of right arm. Left thumb, pointer, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Back of hand, palm of hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, armpit, shoulder. Relaxing all of left arm. collarbone, front and back, throat, lower jaw, teeth, tongue, hollowing out the cheeks, softening the lips, releasing the jaw from all the way, right ear, around to left ear, softening the skin behind the ears, softening the nose, the eyes, eye sockets, the eyebrows, forehead, back of head, crown of head. Relaxing all of front body and allowing it to sink through the center of you into the back body, allowing all of back body to release down into the sport below you. Allowing yourself to drop into the very center of you, to rest deeply here. Allowing my voice to just wash over you and through you as you rest in the deepest part of you. Allowing these words to travel through the brain, through the mind, taking from them what you will. I receive the inhale. I release the exhale. I pause in between breaths. I lovingly accept the inhale. I gently let go of the exhale. I pause to enjoy the moment between breaths. I quietly receive the in-breath. I quietly release the out-breath. I pause in the stillness between breaths. The inhale comes, the inhale goes, the pause happens. I receive the inhale, I release the exhale. I pause to rest. Space moves within, space moves without. I rest in the infinite space. I receive the element of space. I release the element of space. I rest in the infinite space within and without. Bringing yourself gently back to my voice. Notice the furthest sound away, outside of your room, outside of your house, beyond the garden. seeking the furthest sound away. Bringing that in, seeking the sounds just outside your house, in the garden or the road. And then seeking the sounds inside your house, inside your home. The sounds inside your room. The sounds inside of you. Allowing every part of you to remember this feeling of truly relaxing, releasing, allowing yourself to be full, releasing all depletion, inviting in all the new. Keeping the eyes closed, gently starting to wriggle the fingers and toes, bringing a small, simple movement back in. Keeping the eyes closed if you can, gently making your way over onto the right or left-hand side. Just giving your heart a moment to catch up. So lying on your right or left-hand side. And then when you're ready to, gently pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Keeping the eyes closed if you can. Taking your time to move, there's no rush. And then when you're ready to, gently bring the palms of the hands together, rubbing them, creating a little heat. Placing them over the eye sockets. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Sealing in all the new, fresh, positively restored energy. Fluttering open the eyes and removing the hands. Well done, ladies. Stay still. Let yourself come back into it. And Rose will take us through some things now.
Thank you, Robyn. That was delicious. So give yourselves a moment to just slowly and carefully kind of come back around, knowing that you don't need to come too far out of this space that you're in your mind right now, because you are safe at home. It's not like you have to drive anywhere. One of the massive perks of doing these things online. I would love to invite you all to just go around once more to have a closing round to say how you are feeling here and now, if that feels okay. So if anyone wants to jump in, say, go ahead. Otherwise, I'll just move around the room and ask you all just again one word to sum up how you're feeling right now. So that's just really wonderful to hear that you all arrived feeling kind of depleted and exhausted, and yeah, it sounds like you have all managed to kind of nourish yourselves in this session tonight and are now feeling nice and relaxed and ready for bed. So hopefully you guys are all going to have a really dreamy sleep tonight and wake up feeling way more energized tomorrow. So what we're going to do now is just briefly take you through what we cover in the 21-day online reset, so you can have a really good picture of what's involved, and you know, whether you feel called to join us on this journey. So as you've had a little insight today into the live session, I'll start with that. We run the live sessions twice a week on the 21-day reset, so that means there are 6 sessions in total, although we do add in a little introduction circle or a welcome circle and also a closing circle. So really there are 8 in total because we just can't get enough of you guys. But just like everything else, although we love you to take as much from the sessions or from the whole reset as you can, it's okay if you're not able to make every single session. If something comes up, of course, that's life, and you can just join in again on the next one. There are 21 meditations for our 21-day online reset. So every single day you have a recorded meditation that you can access on the website. I'm going to take you over to the website now so you can have a look at how that all is. So you can see here, this is the web page that you have access to when you join our reset. You can see here, this is one of the guided meditations that you have every single day. So there's day 1, day 2, day 3. Now, 3 times a week, you'll also get a class. So there's a vinyasa class, a hatha class, and a nourishing restorative class each week. Now, these are all pre-recorded, so you can just come onto this web page whenever you feel able to and access this material. So you might like to, for example, do the guided meditation and vinyasa on day 1, which is the Monday that we begin. But you might find that that day is really busy for you. So if you want to do the vinyasa later on in the week, that's absolutely fine. If you find that actually certain parts of the reset resonate with you better than other parts, it's totally okay to make it your own and just do the parts that work for you, feeling okay to omit anything that doesn't quite work. We also have a kind of handbook where you have guided journal prompts for every single day as well as some extra kind of well-being tips and ideas for you to try out during this kind of journey to well-being. We've decided this time to add in something extra special for the 21-day reset, which is to offer a 30-minute session with one of us to help you along that journey, to kind of help you with any problems that might come up. If you have any questions, any kind of personal, advice or anything that you want from us directly, you can have that as part of the package as well. We also wanted to let you guys know that we always provide 2 free spaces on our reset. For anyone that isn't feeling able to commit financially, or if you know someone else that really deserves to be on the reset, but maybe they wouldn't like to, spend that money on themselves, they might feel not worthy of that space for themselves, but they'd really benefit from it, then you can nominate someone else. Or like I say, if you're not in a place financially where you're able to commit to that price, then you can speak to us and take one of those spaces. Okay, so if you have any questions here, just go ahead and dive in. We are starting the reset on the 1st of November with our welcome circle happening on the 31st of October. We hope that that is quite clear from just having a little look at the website there, how easy it is to access the material as and when you want, as well as those live sessions, which we're running on Monday and Thursday evenings at 7:30 p.m.
So some of the questions that we had before from the opening circles was like when best to do the content. So everyone's different, but we found from the previous 2 resets, and we've had people from all walks of life, totally different lifestyles going on, but really trying to do the meditations at least first thing in the morning, or if you struggle to sleep, last thing at night before going to sleep. That's very specific to the meditations and stuff. And the classes you can do whenever you're feeling, you may have a day you feel energized and you want to do the vinyasa, or the restorative ones are really nice to practice at the end of a busy week. So they are on a Friday anyway. But yeah, if you have any questions, concerns, anything you want to ask or know further, please feel free to share. Or if you want to share anything with each other, go for it.
The other question that does come up sometimes is what happens if we don't manage to cover all the material? So we will offer an extra week at the end where there is space to revisit any of your favorite meditations or your favorite classes. But also if you didn't quite manage to stay on track, then there is a little bit of buffer space for you to catch up at the end. Although we really recommend trying your best to stay on track with the 3 weeks, as the 3 weeks each have a separate theme for us to focus on, and that is incorporated into the live sessions. So it really works well if you are able to stay on track. But like I say, there's that extra space at the end just in case you need a few more days. Well, I'm hoping that it's because we've covered everything so well that there aren't any questions.
Yeah, I think we will let you go now unless you have a question, so you don't come too far out of that relaxed state, so you can get into bed and have a really good night's sleep. It was very lovely to meet all of you.
Thank you all so much for spending your evening with us. It was really lovely to have you all, and I'm so pleased that you're all feeling so lovely and relaxed.